one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the #3 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cougars offense will start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Cougars are in the hurry-up.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Whitaker. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Cougars are marching down the field. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They're trying to get to it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card, and you saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
Coming after it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. Washington State sends out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the Boise State Broncos offense will try to get something started with their first possession. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited.
Nothing but green ahead. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
To the air, it's Landry. Takes the easy completion. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Boise State. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When you're defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Let's go. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
No fair catches here, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Landry. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down, because defensively,
setting up the screen. Oh, he not only blows it up, he picks it off. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cougar! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. This time, it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
there is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Boise State ready to send out that offense. On the ground with the counter. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And now on second down for this offense. To the air, it's Landry. Using his feet to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. Smashes ahead. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. He makes the connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the missed connection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Got it on the outside. It's Cruz. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on third and short from the 29. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
On second down, he'll fire. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Whitaker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Washington State lines up quickly.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Running back searching for a hole. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up on a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive, he's off to the races. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start.
And he breaks into the open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Finds his tight end, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It is perfect.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
At the 45 on his way. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire now on second down. Dropping back, it's Landry. It's complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Broncos are rolling down the field. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boise State. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Washington State will have to boot it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Boise State ready to send out that offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Morton. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. This offense has a second down play. To the air, it's Landry. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
They'll run the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas on the Palouse at Martin Stadium.
Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. He's going to bring it out from deep. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
A third down try for the offense. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Yeah, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Washington State going quickly. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Card in the backfield, it's Sims. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
They'll line up for a second down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Washington State has it all working right now.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying over it.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
They say pressure busts pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
Fires one high and deep. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cougars!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
They think there's room to run to the right here. At the 40, there he goes. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw, trying to get to him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Looking to throw for it. Getting some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Snagged on the outside, it's Whitaker. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Fires to the wideout. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Boise State ready to send out that offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out.
Open runway ahead. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations you can turn and you can hand the ball to him. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs to get past that first down mark.
Looking down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Off the play fake. On the move, he fires. He's got it. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
Man, the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys in the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? Now they slip right by the linebackers, slip to the 2nd level, come open, the quarterback finds him in great.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll try the right side. Hits him with a stiff arm. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Unleashes one. Hauls it in. Oh, look out. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
He finds his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Swings it out to his running back. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the give off the left side. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He leaves it with the back.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Line gets set, first down. Back to throw, it's Landry. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. He's going to pass on 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Gonna run it. It's Cruz. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that one. They were all back in coverage expecting pass, and here's the running back. He breaks through the line of scrimmage, and they just didn't rally fast enough to the football, and they make the tackle short of the 1st down marker, but there's a good chance they're going to be staying on the field here on 4th down.
What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him.
Touchdown, Boise State! And the pummeling has started. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that drive covered just 44 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Whitaker. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll throw it on 1st down. Working that left side now. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Whitaker. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Not much. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.